What's going on, ladies and gents? We back at it again for Connect Wednesdays, episode 39. Today, we're going to be talking about Ledger Live. There's a significant update with that. We've got predictive programming for the Black Swan, weekly crypto updates. We're going to walk you guys through our Skyton crypto phone number, so you guys have all the latest updates. And, of course, our newest release with Crypto Cliff Futures. Steve, where you want to start first?
First of all, let me address this. This is Focus Com. So I've been kind of playing around with like brain waves. I've been a little enamored by just anatomy and how things are working.
Mm-hmm.
So I did a little research on this stuff, guys. This is pretty good stuff. It kind of tells you when you're stressed, when you're neutral, and when you're in focus stage. Wow. And then they offer you like a whole bunch of different apps. So there's a lot of it's a brain training machine at the end of the day. So things that help you meditate, stay calm. I'm kind of always neutral on this thing though. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't really yelled at a house in a minute. Like everybody's been kind of easy right now. So
yeah,
I just be chilling. So Focus Com. Let's start with the two new courses that are coming up.
Okay. All right. You want me to start with the bull run?
Yeah. Get that little thing out the way.
Yeah, here you go. All right. So look. So here's what we do, man. You talking to the number one spot dropper. You know what I mean? I ain't really been in my bag like that. So now I'm about to turn up. So here's what me and Steve are gonna do. First things first is this bull run spot call package is gonna consist of exclusive spots, right? We're not gonna give them to no one else. VIP doesn't get them. Beginners doesn't get them. 1%, nobody. This is exclusively for this group, right? What we're gonna do is we're gonna give you exclusive spots. We're gonna give you the narrative breakdowns. Narrative breakdowns right now is just there's different things inside of cryptocurrency right now that are taking the spotlight. And inside of this spotlight, there are specific coins within each narrative that are going to basically they're going to be the dominant player, right? And within that narrative. So we're going to break down what the project is. These are exclusive spots. We're going to give you all the narratives. I'm going to show you, you guys also get the Discord access, right? Only for you guys. Nobody can share it. You only have exclusive access to it. We're going to break down decentralized exchanges, centralized exchanges, and we're also going to show you how to operate these decentralized exchanges. And essentially that's going to be it, right? It's just going to be all fire calls and we're going to launch. We're going to release on y'all. And yes, Jay, to answer that question, so everybody is clear, spots are cryptocurrency projects that we give where we basically do the deep dive on them, we do the breakdown on them, and we give you the spot. The spot itself does not mean you're going to be trading this, but what this means is you have options. With a spot call, you invest your money into it, you purchase and you're actually holding this specific coin. Now, once it appreciates and the price goes up, you sell out of it. Right. And these projects are definitely going to be different from the 1% projects. You're going to sell out of that position, however much you deem necessary, secure your profits. If you feel like you want to keep some in, play with house money, that's how you play it. Right. So we're gonna devise strategy, all of that stuff on just in this group. Right. And that's essentially it. So this is just going to be fire spots, all ill narratives, everything emerging, things that are not on big exchanges. Some maybe just now, just because of the time frame, but there's going to be a lot of projects that we give that are not going to be on big exchanges. All right, now Steve, tell them what your package is about.
So I've been diving into that Solana ecosystem, and it's by far the smartest projects that don't require like wash trading to just be living. You know what I'm saying? Even the ones with the good case shoes, just think about it. When you got a project like Helium Mobile, where they could actually show that they're making monthly subscription money, that's a big feat in crypto, because there's not too many projects that are actually making money outside of exchanges that just be killing us all day. Bro, I paid a lot of fees out today on the Solana blockchain, but the fees on their blockchain was fine. The network fees were low. It was the platform fees. They're getting out of hand. You know, those guys know it's the last stand. So if you start buying stuff, please shop around when it comes down to a lot of these smaller projects we're trying to get into. They're banging us on that side because they know. So with that said, I'm a form a group, and I'm going to teach you guys about the Solana blockchain. And the good part about Solana's blockchain is they have companies that have hardware, so we could data mine. And we already gave you guys the first project, Helium Mobile, right? So if you executed early and you got that first antenna, we were accumulating at that point. They were giving away 20,000, 30,000, 20,000 a day in rewards, mobile rewards. And now that it's shifted, now they're in implementation. It's like proof of coverage now, right? Because they got these phones in circulation. So they started in Miami first. So we put guys onto that project, and that wasn't the only vertical. If you didn't want to buy the machine, I showed you how to buy the actual token, the mobile token. So since we gave that project, they went beta in Miami, and then they just went national, $20 unlimited talk data and text. And then the crazy part about it is you could walk around like a Wi-Fi. So they're using your location to assist in making their data pretty much less, because they're working with T-Mobile. So as they're sharing your data with T-Mobile, it keeps all the rates down. So it's like we basically taught you how to data mine, because that's all we're doing right now is helping build a network. And I wanted you guys to see that from the ground level. And then from there, you look at your wallets that you've accumulated so much. Everybody's up right now. It's up over 300%. More than that if you would have executed when I got in. Mm-hmm. You know, and then the last time they had a project like that was the Helium side, and they sold a ton of hardware and created a whole connection. And that they ran that up to $55. And I always told Champ, the cell phone, that's coming. That's what I see this company as, right? Yeah. When it first came out.
Yeah.
But it doesn't stop there. Like, these guys are, this is that data any company could tap into it. So if we wanted to start a cell phone company, we can. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's product being built on Solana blockchain right now that you can implement your own Uber instantly and have drivers and just organize stuff, or you just doing it for yourself. So this is the part of the market that people are not understanding. That Web3 component that's going to change the way that we do business. You guys are going to have the data before anybody else gets it. So what you do with it to be able to corner a market early and get in and then sell it to somebody else, I'm telling y'all, we could start a shitload of verticals just on that Solana blockchain. And let's not talk about $70 and ETH being 22. Once ETH gets the throne, it's up from there. That Solana will be the number one blockchain. I'm telling you guys, I've been sending so much money across that network, and the minute I hit the button, that thing's on the other end. Right. And then as I'm doing that, I'm getting Bitcoin in the market with Cash App, and that thing is like, what the fuck? You can't even make it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For every like millions of transactions I'll do in Solana, like it's $10, it'd be slow motion. And they charging like $6, $7 today to send anything on that Bitcoin Lightning Network. What was it like before?
Super trash.
It took me almost a day to move ETH one time. The first time I moved it, I was so nerve wracked. I just had to shut the computer down and just say, if it gets there, it gets there. If it doesn't, then it just doesn't. Like, this shit is whack. Then I got over on Coinbase, so now I got to vent. And I don't even rock with them, but they just got a wild balance that you could just get into the market. So I get over there, and now they holding me up. They tied it all up. So they talk about ACH takes X amount of days until the 19th, but then they have in their print, they talk about they can go up to like, it could take them 6 to 9 months to receive ACH money. So there's some mafioso shit going on with these central banks.
Oh, they bugging.
You see what I'm saying? They run it a wild gamut right there. And crypto is like, outside of the ability to be able to control people, they would have been shut this shit down. They would have been shut this down. That's why they only letting it live, because of the ability to be able to control people in the future with this technology.
Yeah.
So we putting y'all on to like, this is beyond valuable. It's about life and death. Put it that way. I hate to be right about this shit, man. Trust me. I'd rather just set the rules and let's go. But I'm just telling you guys, be careful with it. You know, you got a lot of information and knowledge that you can assist in others. And believe me, people will pay top dollar when they're in a pickle, and you know how to do it.
Yeah, real talk.
So the entire Solana blockchain, not the entire Solana blockchain, but the shit that matters. Hive Mapper, you know, you guys, you know, cut deals with guys who are driving Uber. If you drive it, like there's so many verticals that you could be working on right now. And the reason I say to get involved with them, one, couple $100 in hardware. You know what I'm saying? We just want to be able to see the back end of the ecosystem. Listen, I'm backing up the truck on that Helium Mobile token, straight up.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of projects knock zeros down like nobody's business. Safe Moon, Pepe Coin, like, come on. Stop. That shit ain't on no exchanges right now. I'm backing the truck up. I'm a user, the whole family, you know, moving on to that phone now. We did the live about it. So I say this to say that if we up a lot on the Helium Mobile play, and we're not even there yet. Start adding, set that joint to $1, and then tell me we're not sitting a little bit different. And if you guys didn't accumulate at least 1 million of those tokens when we executed on those antennas that day, come on, I know you did at least 4 times that easily.
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking, even if it gets to 50 cents, we probably generated a good amount of millionaires in the university.
That's a fact.
Straight like that. And I'm proclaiming it. Like this, I told Champ this, like this project is gonna make you a mill on this project.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna do everything in my power to push that thing. Because it's working. It's an actual company, guys. When you get the hardware, you get to see the back end of a system. You get information first. You see what I'm saying? You get in position first. This is how these guys rode, you know, that first Helium project. And I knew that one had to crash because it didn't really do anything. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But they ran that from like 10 cents to $55 in less than a year. Less than 2 years to build that whole system. And that coverage map covers all of America.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So, you know, there's a lot of emerging countries that they ain't even thinking about this shit right now. You start going out there with devices.
You're empowering
Right.
a lot of people, man. That's it. That's
That Solana ecosystem is all about, those projects are all about connecting people. You know what I'm saying? So when you integrate this inside of vehicles and people are talking in real time and people are, you know, there could be a commerce of exchange depending on what the type of information you're giving out. It's life and death. So the access to information, if you thought it was fast now, just wait. And it's going to be linked to a monetary system. So it's just like, yo, it just makes sense that we should be able to move our shit the way we want to move our shit.
Mm-hmm.
I never knew how inefficient money was until I started looking into crypto. I'm like, wait a minute. Why can't you give me my cash right now? Like, these banks don't have no money. No way. And then now there's no branches. So who are you calling right now? Everybody's calling.
Word.
So they I hear they're kicking people out of the, closing your accounts down. Do not beg them. Just figure it out.
We getting closer. We getting closer to that brink.
Listen, it's already here, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's already here. Like there's nothing left for those guys to do. They've been kicking that can for so long. And even if they don't get jump started, it's already here. Like the integration is here. We can literally buy anything we want with it. I look at my fiat accounts and I'll be a little stressed out sometimes. I'm like, damn, am I this broke? And I'm like, oh shit, wallets. Nah, I tell you no lie. I had to just tell Champ, like, we have to tell you guys to start looking at those accounts. If not every day, at least twice a week or once a week on Sundays.
Yeah, matter of fact, let's get into that. Let's definitely get into that because that's valuable.
Let me give you a moment and then I'm done. Right. So this is a don't be dumb moment, but I'm the dummy in this one. This is a good one. So there's an exchange on CoinMarketCap. It's called X Market. Do not download that. Okay. When you start looking at projects and you see X Market, and CoinMarketCap is done. It's just dead in a minute. Just letting y'all know that now. Mm-hmm. It's a bad product. Okay. So they're toting rug pull exchanges on there. But Steve on there doing too much, looking for a project, right? I didn't want to go to the DEX really like that, decentralized exchange. So I'm like, all right, let me just go to this site. It looked easy enough to use. I did no research on this exchange, whatever. I'm noticing the price of the asset that I'm getting is more money on that exchange. Okay, so you know what I do? I go and I get it from the DEX. At the low price, I shoot it over to get the higher price. I mean, it's different. So if it's 2 cents, it's 5 cents. That's how dumb I am, right? I'm like, so I see my balance is growing like that. So what do you think I do? I go and I get more, right? So the good part about me is I don't really beat a dead horse like that. So I'll take things in doses and then be able to sit back as I analyze at that point now. Right. So I'm like, are they doing this with another token? At this point, I've already bought Champ into the mix. So I noticed they did this with another token. It was one of the biggest tokens. And I'm like, let me check something else. And then the next one was a wild price difference. So long story short, you can't pull the stuff off when you do that. So they'll give you a withdrawal, you give them the withdrawal address and all that, it'll just keep saying pending. And then you go do the research after, and there's a bunch of other people. So the moral of the story is don't be dumb. One, do your due diligence on these exchanges. Outside of the ones that, and I teach this. So that's an NFT moment right there. Speaking of NFTs, and I didn't know this drop was coming, but my man Champ threw me a bone on Instagram. He was like, he sent me the Trump joint. I got 2 of them joints.
Woo!
But we got 2.
Okay, I see you.
I don't care which one. So this is the mugshot drop that he just did.
Oh, that's fire.
I missed the first. I'm not missing this one.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm keeping these. Look at my boy looking wild too. Wild Diesel. Coming back like the hawk on his back.
Word.
Right. So Information, Champ says something. I'm dialed into something different. And I'm like on it. I've been transacting all day today. My processing speed is on 1 trillion. I've been MetaMask, OpenSea, MEXC. I probably did like 30 scalp trades. I'm 30-0 right now. I'm just scalping. 5% here, 6% here, 10% here. It's ridiculous.
That's it.
That's why I'm putting that brain machine on. I'm like, I'm in here bugging.
Nah, I need one of those.
I'm telling you, this is it. That focus mind. So yeah, I grabbed the trumps. So we good. We in.
Fire.
And then he had just his salesmanship was crazy. You know what I'm saying? And let that boy go to jail. All this stuff is going to be worth something someday.
Oh yeah.
Let them lock him up or let him come back. Either way.
Yeah. It's up.
It's up. And guys, mass adoption ain't here. Y'all better start getting into it. Now's the time to get into these NFTs. You start seeing Nike, Adidas, Mercedes-Benz, everybody's releasing their NFTs now. Go look at the case uses. Sound familiar? That shit probably sound old to y'all now. So much shit Camp told y'all. We got thousands of hours of footage on YouTube, bro. I couldn't believe it when I saw it.
We did that much? That many hours?
Yo, I looked at the stats. It was staggering.
Whoa.
Yeah, nah, the and the information, the reach is getting out there too. So it's a good little play over there. We clean it up, we be all right.
Man, nah, shit. Let's get to it.
We gotta get the line to the people.
So I'm gonna put y'all onto a play, right? This isn't like a spot and nothing like that, but this joint is built on a Polygon network. This particular, it's almost like a wallet, right? And this is a wallet for real world assets. So because Steve got the beeline to those NFTs, we already told you things are going to get tokenized and everything is going to be transacted in the form of tokens, right? Or NFTs. So you're going to need somewhere that's going to be able to store these real world assets as things progress. So we're early in the game, but I'm going to send this to the Discord. I'm going to make sure I send this to the Discord, but it's this joint is fire. It's called Brilliant Wallet. And this is all about real world assets. So there's a play that's also attached to this. Nah, y'all ain't getting no spot. Y'all ain't getting no spot right now. That wallet itself, that Brilliant Wallet, is going to be super fire. So right now they don't have it to where you can actually go to the app store and download it. But I'm going to give you guys the link so you guys can actually go in, sign up for it. And the only thing that I don't like about this wallet is that they make you connect your social media presence, so your Twitter accounts, things like that, just so they can verify who you are. But you still can sign up with a login. You're going to get a web address and all that stuff. So this is a future play, but you guys are getting it way earlier than the masses, right? So I just want y'all to have this, but it's called Brilliant, Brillion wallet. And this is going to be a wallet for real world assets when things start getting tokenized and transacted. All right.
Yeah, that's up. Listen, that Elon Musk is working on that now. That's what X is. In essence,
that's fire.
You know what I'm saying? No, that's a huge market, because the last thing I want to do is what I did today. I was just telling Champ, I was like, you know what? Maybe it's best they don't even come in right now. This shit is difficult, man. Just copy this, paste there, double check this, go back, send a little bit, send more. Oh, you can't send right now. It's on hold. I'm like, why can't I access my money, Coinbase? Where's the money? I don't be understanding. Like, where's the bread? They scalping the market with that money, man.
Oh yeah, nah, they find it any way that they can. And you know what? I learned too, just through deep dives. Anytime that they halt your transaction, what they're doing is they're keeping your money inside of a wallet for a certain amount of time, and this makes it reflect on these oracles like CoinMarketCap and CoinPaprika and things like that, it makes it look like they're more valuable and more volume and revenue is flowing through them than anything else. So that's why, that's really what they're doing. They're just trying to halt. So when you guys pull up CoinMarketCap and you start to see the volume that's going on in these different type of exchanges, that's why they look so high. Because while these transactions and stuff are going on, they're holding your transactions, so it looks like they got more money at that present moment. You know what I mean? So that's why Steve was telling y'all, like, soon it's going to be a wrap. There's going to be other oracles and things that pop up that's going to give you real-time data. Chainlink is huge for that. You know what I mean? So just know that these things are going to change. But right now, that's one of your main resources that we give you for all things crypto. So you know where to get something from, what trading pairs coexist with it. So just keep that in mind. Everybody on this call who has crypto, I know you have a cold storage wallet. This is what I want to bring to you guys' attention. I'm actually going to share something. So I'm going to do this live on camera so that you guys are aware, because I shot a video for this earlier, but I want to do this live on this call because I want this to live. So share my screen. All right, can everybody see this?
Yeah.
Yes.
So what you're looking at right here is Ledger Live. Anybody who has a cold storage wallet, a Ledger, right? It doesn't matter if the S, the S plus, the X, it doesn't matter. If you have a Ledger, when you guys are storing your cryptocurrency, this is the software application that you guys have to have. This is the desktop version. You also have the mobile version, right? So this is me logging into my desktop version, right? This is the settings. So to get here, once you're on your home screen, it's going to show you your portfolio. Right here, just click this pinwheel widget. That icon is going to bring you to this screen. Once you're here, you're in general, and there's three things that you guys have to notice. First things first is your bug reports. Cut it off. The bug reports are anytime your app is consistently shutting down, things like that, it sends data and analytics to whoever is the aggregator, whoever is the person that's building and working on Ledger Live. It's always going to be a third party. Cut it off. You don't want your information being sent. I'm going to explain why shortly. Second, cut off these analytics. When this is enabled, it shows whoever that third party is, your clicks, page visits, redirections, when you send, receive, transact, swap crypto, you scrolling, it tells your on-screen or in-app duration, so how long you've been inside of a session. It could tell you the firmware, all the way down to coding and knowing what computer you're using. Cut analytics off. No exceptions. And last but not least, this right here. This bright orange bar that's going across the top. It's telling you that there's a new Ledger Live update that's available and it needs you to download it. The reason you download it and you make sure that you keep your Ledger software and your Ledger device itself, the firmware, updated is because anytime that you have old firmware or software, these hackers are relentless. So they find backdoors, they have brute force attacks, they have all kinds of attacks that they launch so that they can, one, spy on your computer, two, so that they can get more data, and things like these analytics that come from this, they can compile that information and be able to find out pertinent information about you. So always keep these three things done. Update your app, turn off your bug report, and turn off your analytics. And I'm about to show you guys on the mobile version, turn off your biometric. The Face ID, always use a passcode, right? This is another form of safety. just turn off your Face ID. You don't want none of your biometrics, fingerprints, eye scans, none of that stuff being tied to you, the person. I know iPhone users, everything is just convenient and easy when you're using the FaceTime. Cut that shit off. All right. And just so y'all don't think this is a game. So, Google. So I want to show y'all this. This is extremely important. So just 2 days ago, there was some researchers in the crypto community who found out that the Ledger Live app that I just showed you guys, that data harvesting was going on. In this article, it lays out everything that I told you happens. Redirects, crypto transactions, page scrolls, crypto asset names, the type of assets that you have. And it can also tell you the type of computer that you're using. The reason why all of this stuff is super important is because Ledger is supposed to be a cold storage wallet. Ledger is one of your, it's like your bank vaults, right? To protect your assets. We always teach you guys, not your keys, not your cheese. But if you start to invest fully into Ledger and you don't do the things that protect your account, just like anything else, Ledger can fall from grace. It can fall from its top spot. That's why there's so many cold storage wallets that are coming out right now that are trying to innovate and do things that kind of supersede what people like Ledger are doing, right? So I don't want to overtalk this, but this is super, super important, guys, because this guy, Rec Builder, he did the actual deep dive on this, and he's basically telling you that Ledger Live was a data collection tool. And again, you do not want your information being passed around on this fucking World Wide Web. You don't. So be cautious, guys. I'm telling you, don't play yourselves. So I just showed you guys how to do this in real time. I could have just put this out as a little small video, but I wanted to let this live on the call. So anybody who sees this, they'll know what to do, and you can make those changes instantaneously. Done. Change the ledger. All right, bet. So now I like to hear that. Steve, you muted.
You know the worst part about it? And we have students who's done this too. And I've always said, yo, buy another one and don't KYC on the ledger. Do not make purchases through there to put your information in there. And if you've done that, I'm just telling you, I would go get another one and transfer the assets over and don't KYC and try to make purchases on your ledger. I told Champ, I'm like, yo, they doing too much, man. I don't want a marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
I'm already dealing with them cronies.
Facts.
Like he said, I just needed a bank vault, not the circus.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you get those back doors. Anytime they building these bridges and all this access of data going in and data coming out, that's how they infiltrate systems. I got shit spread across many companies. And we're keeping an eye on the new guys too. So I'm just telling you that these guys, it's just dead. I wouldn't be buying their pre-IPO.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be buying that.
Yeah, it's so crazy because Ledger itself is a staple in the crypto community. Like they were the first to have this hardware device that you can secure and self-custody your assets. So now this isn't the first time that they've shown their hand to where it's kind of like, Ledger, y'all tripping right now. Y'all kind of on shaky ground. And I was a big advocate for, not your keys, not your cheese. That I'm always going to say that. But now you're starting to see other cold storages pop up and they're better. It's just the projects that are associated with Ledger are more robust. And Ledger has personal relationships with these ecosystems. So that is a plus, but
SafePal is killing them.
Yeah, they killing. They bugging right now.
SafePal is like the Solana of that stuff, man.
Yeah, SafePal.
Trust me, all my sleepers are over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they Their stuff's expensive.
I like that.
So all I'm saying is, yo, time's up, man. Their fees are high. I was playing in there today. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm getting killed with fees all day. See, they don't have, them big boys ain't into the room yet. You know, they're just taking advantage of a market that they know they're going to have to share with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Now, I like that. That security play was big. But guys, if you've already purchased through there and put your credit card and all that stuff in there, I'm cool. I'm cool. That's not what I got them for.
Yeah.
Yeah, do the right thing.
One thing I did want to touch on was KuCoin. So KuCoin, y'all know that's one of the biggest cryptocurrency exchanges. They were going through litigation, right, with the New York Attorney General, Letitia James. And they just decided yesterday that they were going to actually settle. So they're going to block New York users and they're going to pay $22 million to settle that lawsuit. Right.
But what are they settling for? I'm not understanding this. They're in Korea. Like what? Yeah, this is smoke and mirrors, man. Who owns KuCoin?
Absolutely. And we've been using it, you know what I mean? But there's so KuCoin is based out of Seychelles, right? I didn't know this until I read the article. So they're based out of Seychelles, which means Seychelles is definitely not United States jurisdiction. So the fact that they are even settling is insanity to me, right? But the reason is they failed to register with the state of New York before letting investors buy and sell crypto. But crypto is global, and there's hundreds of exchanges. So again, this is nothing but another attack on exchanges to spread fear, right? They're telling you what they're doing. They're going to bring in stablecoin regulation. But the only reason I brought this up is because we migrated from KuCoin because I know people was already having issues utilizing the platform. I was one of them, right? So whenever you experience trouble using an exchange, most people just use a VPN and keep pushing. But even with, I guess, whatever new updates that they did with the whole KYC and things like that, they were able to detect VPNs on people's accounts. So even people with VPNs weren't able to transact. So we gave you the new exchange that we use, right? And that's what, you could trade futures on and all that good stuff. So when Steve takes you guys through the gamut for the futures trading, there's another exchange that we use.
Scalping the hell out of this market right now, though.
You want to reveal it?
Nah, not this account.
All right.
Sniping this market though.
Yeah, but nah, guys, man, this is just a play, man. They're gonna keep doing this with all these exchanges. So that choke point 2.0, all of this is a part of it, man. All they're trying to do is these guys are trying to create their footprint as far as regulators and law enforcement agencies, just to crack down on allegedly fraud, money laundering, inadequate investor protection, and all that good stuff.
Man, come on. Don't give them no time. Listen, go back to that Brilliant situation. Listen, guys, that's a smart project right there. That's needed.
Yeah, no, that's
because
crazy.
To go from MetaMask to OpenSea to over here, it can't work like that. That's not interoperability. It's actually the opposite of that. Like whatever that word would be, it'll be that word.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to be doing the most. Yeah, this system is going to come to an end soon. So we have to start looking at those bridge projects like Champ gave you right now. Those projects that are going to cut down on all this time we spend. I don't want to plug nothing up no more, man. I'm getting tired of this.
Yeah.
Come on, I can't be the only guy feeling like this now. And I haven't done it in a while, so that's probably why I'm even like fresh off of like not even frustration, just like Why are we still doing this? Come on, man. If I don't get wealthy after this, then I don't know what else. I'm all over this industry, man. Like all over it.
Yeah, it's already written in stone, man.
No, it's definitely there, but I'm just telling you that this is why it's good for the project you have and then the Solana ecosystem, because they're just money making situations now, right? So we spent a good part of 2 years building out education, and now we right on par with, once you out of that, all right, how do we get to this money that everybody's talking about in crypto?
Mm-hmm.
And I just keep thinking about that Rick Ross Instagram posts that you crypto gurus. That shit is in the back of my head because I know that shit it's not going to play so well later.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Trust me, the internet is wild. And if I know what I know, and them XRP army dudes, they are going to cook that.
He know he's gonna have to eat them words, man. He know that.
Listen, Mike, hold on.
Uh-oh.
I got one for you.
Uh-oh.
I got one for you. But you could rock them out though.
I bet.
No, that project's a smart project, champ. That's gonna be a big one.
Yeah, this brilliant. I'm gonna just show you how the screen while he finds what he's looking for.
Yeah, no, that's the project.
So check this out, guys. So this is Brilliant Finance. So Brilliant has the wallet. The only way that you can get to it is by going through their Twitter, right? Once you go through their Twitter page, this is their official Twitter handle. It's Brilliant Fi, and they're out of the Netherlands. You're gonna click this Linktree link. It's gonna pull this up, and then click here. Click their website. So once it takes you to the website, it's gonna tell you to connect. Now, this is the app portion. You accept the cookies, you connect your wallet, or you'll sign in. You'll create your account and sign in. So I created an account yesterday. So as I'm moving around, it's not expansive yet, but in here it shows you the connection points between Polygon, Avalanche, Ethereum, and Arbitrum One are the 4 networks that's associated with it. So on here you can buy, receive, swap. It even has a banking institution that's going to be integrated into the app. Right now, it's grayed out, so there's nothing on here. But just know that they're already working on it, and this is through Nexara ID. It's powered by Nexara ID. So you're able to store cryptocurrency tokens on here, NFTs, all that good stuff. It tracks your history. So this is fire. The only thing, like I said, the only thing that I don't like is when you're first connecting the app, they want you to kind of connect your Twitters and all things like that. And the first thing that tapped into my mind was social credit system, right? Social credit score. What if you say something crazy on these apps and then this is a way, because this is tokenization, right? So this is the future of finance. This is to come. If this is the next thing to boom, per Larry Fink, and this is telling you that you have to connect your social media accounts, I know I talk crazy.
Champ, what social media accounts are they saying? All of them or
Twitter? No. It don't have the capability for all of them, but there was Twitter, there was LinkedIn, and I believe there was a third. But
can you make up a fake one? Just make up a fake one and connect it to that?
I mean, you could, because you don't have to. That's the thing. You don't have to connect it. But in the long term, I don't know if that's going to be a thing where instead of, because everything is going to be about identification, right? In Web3, they want you to be able to identify yourself, KYC yourself, right? So that you are transacting with a real person. So as you're able to transact real world assets, of course, you're going to have to verify who you are. So what they want to do is they want to connect your socials to this app. That's going to be the bridge point. The brilliance in this app is just being able to transact tokenized assets, real world assets, homes, whatever it is that you could think of, they're going to funnel it through this app. This is going to be the actual wallet for it. This is like your ledger for if you wanted to sell your multiple homes, multiple properties, cars, whatever, all right here through your phone. Right? So this is the future. This is Web3. This is it. But I'm not digging that whole, connecting your socials to this. So as I'm learning this app, I literally just got on here last night. So bear with me, let me navigate, but you guys can do your own due diligence as well. I'm just showing you, I'm bringing this to your plate. You know what I mean? So just like all things, do your own research, and then let's get together and talk about it. But this is fire. I ain't gonna hold you. This is gonna be a game changer. Because with all this talk about real world assets, nobody has nothing remotely close to this of how things are going to be transacted. You just know it's going to be NFT'd or tokenized. And then there has to be a country agnostic or a blockchain agnostic token that'll help facilitate it. But where do you store these things? Brilliant. Fireworks. So I mean that's just my take on it. As I'm kind of seeing things, I just want to make sure that you guys aren't the last on the list to get it. Everybody that's with Skyton, y'all get things as soon as we get them. We validate things, we use them, we do what we do, but then we spread that info. But that was just my take, because the first thing I was thinking about was the social credit system. You know what I mean? You know how even now, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but when you're purchasing certain things, even on some of your receipts, it'll tell you guys that you're utilizing so many carbon credits, right? It'll say that you use X amount of carbon for this transaction. And this is like a regular fashion website, just telling you from me making this purchase and them having to mail my product to me. I don't know what they're using, what metrics they're using, but I know it contains the shipping of the item from point A to me. And they're telling me I'm already using carbon. So we told you guys that the whole carbon neutral blockchains and things like that, all of that stuff is going to matter. So in Web3, I'm just paying attention now, and I'm way more aware than I was, even last year. You know what I mean? So I want you guys to do the same thing, because all of this stuff is all going to basically come down to cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, distributed ledger tech, all of it. So y'all in the right place being here with us. You know what I mean? Being in crypto. Something interesting too. So the other day I had tweeted something out, and I said to everybody that we're about to have a big retrace, secure your profits, invest in your long-term spots. This isn't financial advice, right? And I posted this on, on our social media accounts and all that stuff. So after I said it, 5 days total, the price of Bitcoin dropped $4,000. Now, $4,000, it may not be a lot, right? But to somebody who bought at the top, that matters. But also think about everybody who bought into alts, right? So anytime there's a price swing in Bitcoin, it's going to affect the altcoins. So when I called it, I was telling everybody, if you had profits and things, take your profits, put them in a stable coin, and then go into whatever you're trying to purchase, or wait on the sidelines for the dip to happen so that you can buy back in at a cheaper price, right? This is just strategy. Now, this is one of those things that we discuss on Strategy Sundays. The reason why that was so important, I felt like in that moment, is because people got so caught up knowing that they weren't going to raise interest rates. Right now, the market is acting as if we're in a bull market. Coins are just mooning left and right. All of these narrative projects, there's a lot of money and volume going into them. So I'm seeing people and airdrops are happening right now. So there's a lot going on that people just really aren't aware of in crypto. And there's a lot of money that's being made. But the common sense thing I need everybody to pay attention to is just when it's small things like watching Bitcoin swing, and everybody's anticipating for the last 8 weeks, Bitcoin has been going up. right? It's been appreciating for the last 8 weeks. We're going into week 9 right now. When I seen that retrace coming, I knew it. That was just a way for them to liquidate so many long positions. Once they liquidated the long positions, what happened? Bitcoin retraced and it went right back up. Now, if you would have took your profits and you would have materialized your profits, every single person would have had more crypto, or you would have had more cash or fiat to be able to buy more crypto. It be the smallest things that I'll say, and I just want to see who's paying attention, who's reacting to it. Sometimes it may not get engagement, but if you focus and you're really paying attention, this stuff matters because we're showing you how anybody, right? It doesn't matter who you are. You can plus up your bag without having to spend extra money if you're paying attention. But you got to be able to execute. This game is not going to play. I read a quote. It said, when there's blood in the streets, even if it's your own, buy more. And that was the dopest quote that I probably heard all year. But when shit gets bad and this market gets to bleeding, you got to have conviction in those projects that you believe in, because as soon as you get the opportunity, they're going to tank. You're going to be able to buy back in at cheaper prices until you can't. And there's nobody else to blame but yourself. So when we giving y'all these gems, I hope y'all paying attention to them. Steve, you on mute.
Nah, I really got nothing.
3 words, man. Don't be dumb.
We don't be dumb. But wait, hold on. We do got something to show y'all though. See it?
Yep.
Not let alone you've got the SEC breathing down the necks of
Can you hear it?
founders, the
Yeah,
CEO,
turn it up a little bit.
and so crypto communities are like sports fans. You ever been to an English football game? Literally, their mouths are, they make Philadelphia Eagles fans look polite. But there's tribal nature. And, over years, the XRP Army has built up a real community of people that really want to believe it. It reminds me a little bit of Trump supporters. So, you could tell them anything, oh, they believe he stole the election. I mean, it's like 9/11 conspiracy theorists. There's a little bit of that in crypto. They just don't want to look at the truth sometimes. And if you're a good enough army, you're bringing new people into the space when crypto's hot. I was skeptical that XRP would have lasting power because Ripple, the company, owns 60% of them, now 55 or 50%. And I was like, that just doesn't seem a proposition that's going to work. And I've been dead wrong. Hats off to Brad Garlinghouse and his team. Ripple is now, a institution. The XRP Army is real. They care about their ecosystem and their. That owns so much of it. Not let alone you've got the SEC breathing down the necks.
Somebody had a gun to his
founders, the CEO, the founder.
Right. Clicking. Hey guys, don't be dumb. When he went on EYL to say that the first clip was when he was on Earn Your Leisure, he shitted on XRP, and then he was pushing Terra Luna. And we know what happened after that one.
It plummeted. So
he's a big Solana guy though, so I can't all the way cook him. But he was wrong. He admitted to it, so that's all. Let's move past it. We knew you were wrong.
Yeah,
No, those guys didn't. That's why they were just laughing nervously. Like, who the hell gave us this information on this thing?
Yeah, the crazy part is, man, I just that was episode 54 of Market Mondays, that original clip. But
Yeah, go back and watch it.
That was April 26, 2021. So it took him damn near 2 years, well, over 2 years, 2.5 years for him to correct himself. You know what I mean? But we knew this from the jump. We called it. You know what I mean? This is why it matters who is on these fucking platforms. You know what I mean?
So check this out, right? This just came to me. So I had a meeting with the guy through a mutual friend. It was more of an introduction, and then we were just kicking it, right? So the guy's an attorney over at DuPont. And I wanted to go in so bad, but I left it. So, I'm telling him about crypto and certain projects. And he's like, I never thought about it like that. Like in that world, it's a scam, it's a scam. Like they don't even like hearing any of that stuff around money for obvious reasons. So he's a white male, right? And it matters for the story because he says to me, he was like, I think I was kind of telling him like how I move and operate. And he was like, it's crazy because he was like, yo, I fall for everything. You know what I'm saying? So the way his upbringing had him looking at everything in a positive light. He never had to question anything, I might guess. Like this guy probably had no fears, no fist fights. You know what I mean? So he doesn't have that sense to be able to like see when there's like a shark in the water.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're all like that. I'm just telling you that when you don't, pressure bust pipes. So you kind of see some feats going on the side of the island. It's for obvious reasons because we got to make something out of nothing. And we're relentless because everything's stacked against us. You can't emulate that sort of hustle or skill set. So when you start introducing us to products like crypto, we got a keen eye for the bullshit. I don't care what error. Like I'm never going to lose that one. It's something I'm built on. So this guy is falling for everything that he hears. Good, bad, or indifferent. So it's best he doesn't come into this market right now. It's not safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought that was a good little connection right there with just seeing how we come from different spectrums of things and
different paradigms. Yeah.
Yeah, and for the first time, that information is flowing to everybody. So that currency, honestly, is flowing to everybody. Whatever you decide to spend your time on is what you're going to spend your time on. But I'm just telling you that there is some valuable currency floating through this internet that we have here.
Yeah.
Without this, we can't be in front of you guys delivering this. Without this, we couldn't collect the data to even make it make sense, for people that are trying to figure out what's happening.
And you know what? It's a testament of the times where one group has a different vantage, right? Just from past experiences. And then you have this other group. These guys all communicate. They talk to one another, right? About financial things inside that realm, right? They don't mind sharing. They'll divulge all kinds of information. And the crazy part about that is if that one person, just because of his, he trusts everything, he believes everything, right? So now think about it. If he's like that, think about how many other people in his peer group or in his shop group or in his demographic period that, operate like that. So that's why we tell y'all haven't seen shit yet, because the reason a lot of these guys are not fully invested, they're not all the way immersed in crypto yet or blockchain, is because they feel like it's not safe. And when they feel like something is not safe, they will not allocate cash. No capital goes there, right? But here's the thing. What's to come? Regulations. Once we get regulations, who's going to jump in first? Big institutions, governments. Once these big governments and institutions come in, that is like an example to them, like, hey, these guys just jumped in the waters. I'm not far behind. I'm jumping in. Now you're going to see these big guys who run who run these powerhouses, right? They have access to millions and billions of dollars of capital. Now they jump in. And then the retail, of course, is already, those who are here, you're going to be rewarded handsomely. That's why we tell y'all, yeah, it might look crazy. You might get news every now and then where it's telling you different exchanges are being shut down. This is happening. This person is frauding. There's bad apples in everything. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what it is. You got horrible instructors. You got great instructors. You know what I mean? You got good management. You have horrible management. There's bad apples, and it doesn't matter what you use as the example. But when it comes to crypto, I know that a lot of people are waiting on the sidelines, waiting to jump in because all they want is regulations. Once they get the green light and regulations is here, the landscape is going to change. And we're coming up on the halving, right? So you guys know the halving is coming up. So that's not by happenstance. We at the end of the year, and you're still seeing them attacking full-fledged, still attacking crypto exchanges, still coming after certain cryptocurrency projects. They're doing everything that they possibly can because they're playing tug of war between the SEC, CFTC, trying to figure out who's going to be the regulating body. Once they get past that, now they back on stable coins, trying to figure out who's going to be the stable coin that they approve and that they utilize for everything. Once they get that, regulations is right on the tail. And we should have been had this, even though we don't. I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say we never needed regulations because for all these years we've been operating, but I can understand that we do need it in their eyes, right? Because in their eyes, they need to have some kind of security before they dump trillions of dollars into something, right? You're not just going to take, you're not going to take a platinum necklace full of diamonds and you full of diamonds all over yourself. You're not going to go into an area where people are poor, right? You hungry, you looking like food. They hungry. They're going to eat you alive. So that's the same thing when it comes to how they looking at how they want to invest their capital. So everybody that's here, y'all in for a wild ride. Y'all ain't seen shit yet. And none of these bull runs we ever had institutional guys in it. None of them. These guys were just building.
Yo, listen, I'm trading. I'm on.
You on right now?
Nah, I'm locked in. Fuck all this data shit. Like this market moving up and down, and the leverage just makes sense right now.
Yeah.
You see the numbers, they kind of bouncing. Solana goes 69, 72, and everything in between all day like this.
That's dope. Dope work.
Just Solana alone. And plus that was homework from day one of the futures class.
Anybody who is not joined, is it too late for them? Anybody to join the futures?
Oh, day one is done, but it's already self. It's cut up, so it's self-guided. And then day two is Sunday evening.
Okay.
It's 4 live weeks, and after that, it's playback.
All right, so it ain't too late. So if anybody on this call you wanted to get in, here's the link.
But I'm jumping off. I'm definitely not. I don't got nothing at all. I'm sorry to disappoint y'all tonight.
Yeah, nah, that's all.
You missed the one. If you missed last week, that was it. That's a classic.
Absolutely.
But he gave y'all brilliant that now Helium Mobile. Y'all keep playing around. You better get those plans. $20. We did a review on YouTube with one of our students, and he's got verticals with him too. He got them in his barbershops. Like the new hotspot is like $249. I'm putting it up. I'm putting it at Detroit, one of the properties.
Oh, that's fire.
I'm giving out free Wi-Fi.
Oh, that's fire.
My tenant base, they don't, they utilize phones with no real data, just when they jump on Signal.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You could utilize a phone without services. You know what I'm saying? Once you get Wi-Fi, you can make calls on certain apps.
Yeah.
You got to get the Wi-Fi.
That's fire.
Free Wi-Fi.
That's fire.
I got 3 coming on my birthday.
Which one? You got
I
3
got
coming
3
on your
coming on my
birthday?
Yep.
Man, when's your birthday? Mine's coming up too. Somebody send me one. Huh?
25th.
Oh, you right on Christmas. I'm 2 days after. Oh, that's
Yeah.
a Capricorn, so he know what it is already. We're a different type of breed.
Yeah.
Oh, you want it? Where you putting them?
Say that again.
Where you putting them?
I'm putting one at my place. I'm putting another one at my rental, and then I'm putting another one at my Airbnb.
Man, you got it. Listen, I'm gonna be popping these things all over Detroit because I know. Listen, when they say when America is sick, Detroit has the flu. People gonna need that free service. I'm just gonna data mine in neighborhoods.
Yeah,
Just push the phone.
I'm just gonna bring everybody. Hey, I want the plan. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
No, I'm telling you, this is how to eat. This is if there's any time to be in the hood right now, it's with a $20 unlimited plan. Once they find out, and who better than to school them on? Like, listen, this is how you really do it if you want to get some bread.
Word.
Right. You know, there's always a play.
That's it.
We're gonna be opening helium stores in the hood. We're gonna take over all the Boost Mobile shops. Like, listen, come up out of here, man.
Real talk. They time expired anyway. It's over for them.
$20 phone, no credit check, nothing. They might be stealing them phones at an all-time high though.
Man, that's the move.
Hold on to them things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got a friend, who's in government contract, and they're one of the big mobile contracts with the Obama phone situation. So, I'm trying to link those two entities together. I know the government would be overspending, so if we're spending 50 on phones on average, they're probably like at 250.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, for sure. It's always a premium for government.
Yeah,
always.
And then the back, it's where the rest of the money's going. That ain't even part of the ecosystem. It's just being wash trading. That's what this administration likes. So listen, the Trump mugshot NFT dropped today. So yeah, I might want to get on it. It's $99. That's it.
Oh, I got it.
And then after that, it starts to get traded. And if you buy all 47, he's going to send you like they created a real one, and some of them are coming signed. And then you get to go to a dinner at Mar-a-Lago with him. Sounds like a lot, but
yeah,
he did have a dinner there before for NFT holders. And just think about it. If you have a young progressive guy running for presidency right now, why wouldn't you raise capital? That's the first thing I would do. I would raise capital through crypto, and I'd go on Joe Rogan and Pat Bev. I'll do that whole run. That whole run beats TV.
Absolutely. Hands down.
Capture the whole market. Like, nah, they're dead. We are changing this whole thing up now. Open the floodgates. Everybody eats. And those who need help, I get help. And then that's it. Let's just keep the peace. What do I know? I know I'm done.
More gems. Listen, Steve is over there trading. He trying to leave me out. So I'm about to join the party. So with that being said, Connect episode 39 concluded.